Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome back to Brand New Vegan. We're going to make something special today. I have not made these in probably well over a year, and I don't know why. They're so good. Making biscuits. Now, for those of you that may be not living here in the US, I'm thinking UK, England, that area. Your biscuits are not the same as our biscuits. Your biscuits are like cookies to us. These biscuits are what my grandma made in Kentucky. They're the flaky, steaming hot buttermilk biscuits with a little smear of like strawberry jam. Oh, they're so good. Anyway, I'm craving those. And it's finally cooled off enough outside that I can heat up the oven and not worry about heating up the house. So we're making biscuits. Now, one thing that I have done different compared to a traditional biscuit recipe. Most biscuits, and you'll see when I start cooking, you cut the flour, you cut some butter in with the flour. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave the butter out. Instead, I'm going to use some of that cheese sauce that I made just a few days ago. It does work, so you'll see that. Anyway, I'm going to move the camera over here, and we'll get started cooking. Oven temp, 450. Get it preheating. Okay, a few ingredients, not that many. Set this over here. You're going to need some flour, obviously. And this is the type of flour I like to use. Good old King Arthur. This is bread flour. Bread flour just means it has a little bit more gluten, a little bit more protein than regular all-purpose flour. So I'm going to use a couple cups of that. I need some baking powder right here. Good old-fashioned Arm & Hammer baking soda, just a little bit of that. Some salt, and that's it for the dry ingredients. For the wet, you're gonna need some plant-based milk, your choice. I'm going to use oat milk, and because I like that buttermilk flavor, I know it's not buttermilk, but it kind of resembles it. I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of this apple cider vinegar to my milk, and then yeah, the cheese sauce we made the other day, half a cup of this. This is going to replace the butter. So let's get mixing. I'm going to need 2 cups of flour. And it's a half a cup, and there's my cup. I always do the level scoop. Just take a knife and level it off on top. Okay, there's one. All right, there's 2. We will need some more flour when it comes time to knead our dough, but we're not there yet. Set that aside. Let's get our dry ingredients in here. Baking powder, 1 tablespoon. And measuring spoons are where? Oh, right there. Right in front of me. All right, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Again, I'm using good old Arm & Hammer here. There we go. And 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm using just plain old regular kosher salt. 3/4 of a teaspoon. Very simple recipe. That's it for the dry. We'll whisk all that together. Now here is the point where you would typically add your stick of butter or half stick of butter or whatever you use, and use a pastry cutter like this to mix it all together until it crumbles, right? We're going to use my cheese sauce. And what's the cheese sauce made out of, you ask? Well, it's made out of potatoes, but it works beautifully. We're going to use a half a cup. So we'll put some of that in here so I can measure it. Do they taste cheesy? No. It does something to the biscuits. Oh, I got cheese sauce everywhere. Great. Okay. Can't go a day recording without making a mess. All right, try that again. It does something to the flour, and it just helps the biscuits come out beautiful. So, I tried it in desperation once, and it worked, and that's been my go-to recipe ever since. So, half a cup of cheese sauce. If they did come out cheesy, all the better. I love those little cheesy biscuits you used to get at Red Lobster back in the day. Okay, so there's that. And I am going to use the pastry cutter, and I am going to kind of mix this flour together a little bit. I don't want this to turn into a dough. Again, you just want to kind of mix it until it looks like crumbles. So we're cutting in that butter replacement. And I'm going to stop right here, preheat my oven, 450. All right. You can see how it kind of looks like large crumbles. That's what I'm looking for. Our milk. This is Planet Oat, extra creamy. That's what I'm using. And we need 1 cup. And as I said, to get that buttermilk flavor or close to it, I'm going to add a couple teaspoons, about 2 of apple cider vinegar to my milk. Give that a whisk. And we're ready to mix. Now you don't want to mix this too much. It should be very loose dough. You just want to mix it until it all comes together. It looks kind of wet, that's fine. Because I'm going to turn this out onto a floured surface to knead, and that'll add some more flour to it. Make sure you scrape to the bottom, get all those loose pockets of white flour. There we go. I'm going to put some flour down on my cutting board, quite a bit actually. Probably more. It is kind of messy, but it is so good. All right, let's get this out. There we go. That's good. And some more flour on top. We do not want to knead this like it's a loaf of bread, because it's not. Just until it all comes together. If you want to flour your hands first, that's probably a good idea. And if it seems too wet, keep adding more flour. This is really sticky. Until you have a really loose dough. This is kind of what I'm looking for right here. It's starting to fold easily. There we go. That's looking really good. It's not that sticky. Anyway, that's what I'm looking for right there. Nice full ball. Perfect. Now I'm going to clean off my hands and we'll get this onto a baking sheet. Okay, so if you noticed, I probably added a good half a cup of additional flour. It'll vary. Depends on how wet your dough is. In fact, this is still kind of wet on the bottom. So I'm just trying to get my hands under here, like that. I just don't want it to be sticky to the touch. Perfect. Now, the best you can, I'm going to transfer this to a baking sheet. And kind of arrange it in a square, if you can. I'm not going to roll it out. Let's use my hands. Looks good. Just like that. All right, my oven just went off. We are at 450. So now I'm just going to shape my biscuits. Now you got a cookie cutter. You can make round biscuits if you want. I just do it the easy way and use the pastry cutter. They don't have to be fully separated. In fact, it's better if they touch. And you'll see why when I pull them out of the oven. It'll be beautiful. I have little babies here too. All right, let's get these in the oven. 450 for 15 minutes. Okay, guys, we are almost there. The last 15 seconds. The anticipation. Timer's getting ready to go off. Let's see what we got. Oh my, those look beautiful. Look at that. Got my pastry cutter here. I don't know if I want a baby one. Oh. Yum, yum, yum. We can open this guy up a little bit. Oh, that looks so good. Some of my wife's homemade strawberry jam. This reminds me so much of my childhood. Okay, switch cameras. And here we go. That is a biscuit kind of like Grandma used to make. And Grandma did make biscuits all the time. And so did Mom. I think they made something called drop biscuits a lot. But these are wonderful. So here's the first bite. Oh, yeah. A little taste of home. The jelly makes it. Are these healthy? They're little processed white flour bombs. That's what they are. It's just white flour and some baking soda, right? And some milk. Probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but I made them as healthy as I can. I left the butter out, use my cheese sauce. It's just potatoes. And it gives me that little taste of home. So occasionally, once in a while, I think they're fine. But I haven't made this recipe in probably over a year. What do you do with them? Oh, you can make some gravy, biscuits and gravy. You can serve them up as a replacement for bread in your dinners. So many things you can do with these biscuits. So good. And the recipe makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 biscuits. So there's plenty for a meal and leftovers. They don't last very long, I'll tell you that. And you saw what it took to put together, like literally 15, 20 minutes in the oven. 15 minutes later, you got homemade biscuits. That's it. Hope you enjoy the recipe. Hope you try these things. If you never have, they are really good. And that's it for this week. I'll see you next week on Brand New Vegan. This is Chet from Brand New Vegan. Thanks for watching.